What's good, y'all? I want to wish y'all a happy new year. I'm Jamil Parker. This is YSM Sports Media. I wanted to talk about a potential fight. I've been hearing this rumor for a while between Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. And I think it's going to be at 135 pounds. So right now, Leo is campaigning at 130, and Gervonta just moved to 135. Seen a lot of people shitting on this fight, and I don't understand why. Right off the bat, I guess people were just looking at it like, Tank's a big puncher and Leo is coming up in weight, so automatically they're going to dismiss it. Tank gets a lot of hate, and I feel like that's because who he's associated with. Floyd garnered, a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, and because Tank's one of his fighters, people just automatically project that on the Tank, and I don't think it's fair. Yurikis Gamboa, I knew he would struggle with him. I didn't think Gamboa would get injured, but nobody saw that coming. But I knew he would struggle with him because you have dudes that really underrate Tank and you have dudes that really overrate Tank, and he's somewhere in the middle. Right? He's a good young fighter, has a lot to work on. Kind of focuses on a knockout too much and doesn't really set his punches up as well as he should. There's holes. There's a lot of ability, but there's a lot of holes, and he's gonna have to work this out. But yeah, he's still young, 25 years old, and the, like the talent is there. But as far as him and Leo Santa Cruz go, automatically people that don't like Tank or PBC, they automatically dismiss this fight. I kind of like it, and what people are overlooking is Leo's bigger than Tank, not weight wise, because Tank's like a little fat guy, like a little husky, strong fat guy. But Leo got tanked by 2 inches. I don't I don't think people realize how big Leo was for the weights that he was at. Like he's a real long, wiry guy, and I think that will give Tank problems because he's long, tall, with uh with a large punch output. And like I said, Tank doesn't stay busy. He's looking for one shot. So I could see Leo being up in the cards. Now, I picked Tank to beat him by stoppage, but I could see Leo being up in the cards going late into the fight. Now, what's good, bro? Jack Hill, man. Oh, what is it? Jalik. I'm sorry. I read it wrong. What's good, man? How's your new year going, bro? But yeah, they over they really underrate this fight. Like Leo is the better boxer. Leo is the more experienced boxer. Leo is the taller man. Leo is the longer man. And I think that that'll give Tank problems. Now, I'm not sure that Tank's power came with him to 135 because I don't think he's in great shape. So, no, I'm not sure that Leo can handle his body punching, but I think it's going to get to the later rounds before Tank could close the distance. Tank doesn't throw enough punches, nor does he set up enough punches to get to Leo in the early rounds. And like I said, Leo is the taller, longer man. Like he's very big for fighting at 126 and 130. He's about 5'7", 5'7" and a half. Like he's a tall, long guy. And when you're a tall, long guy, you can put on weight comfortably, as opposed to a guy like Tank, to where as though if he comes in overweight, it's not going to look good. And like I said, Leo has a real awkward style, very busy, and just I got him causing Tank problems early on, man. Like Gamboa, he should have finished Gamboa a lot earlier. Like people are saying, "Oh, well, he knocked him out." It's like, yeah, but it should have been like round 6 or 7. Yes, you know your shit, man. My man, the leader, he knows his shit. Leo does always shake that hand. Now, if you got great timing and if you're a great boxer and you watch a lot of tape, you can pick up on that. But he's faced like guys who are good counter punchers that really, really, really didn't capitalize on him doing that. And I don't know why he does it. It's like a nervous habit or something. But that he shakes that hand every time. Do you think Tank would be able to see that and react to it fast? Because to me, just Tank's just out there looking for one punch. Yo. Like he was throwing lunging uppercuts against Gamboa. I'm sitting there like, yo, bro, what are you doing? If that was anybody else at 135, if he was fighting one of them young killers at 135, they'd have knocked his head off, yo. Now, because he doesn't take boxing that seriously, or okay, because I don't perceive that he takes boxing seriously by coming in, overweight and always getting into drama outside the ring, I don't favor him against any of those guys right now. I say Tank by KO round 9, round 10. I think Leo's going to give him problems early. I do. But Devin Haney, I don't favor him against Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia, I don't favor him against Ryan Garcia. Teofimo, no. Lomachenko, I had it as a 50-50 fight because they're both southpaws, and we all know that you don't really know how good a southpaw is till you fight another southpaw, and Lomachenko struggles against southpaws. So I thought with that, Tank's athleticism and punching could cause Loma a lot of problems. But I haven't seen Tank's power really carry at 135. Like Gamboa's been dropped like 14 times. So I'm not sure if Tank's as an explosive puncher as he was at 130. I think by KO, yeah. You think he beats Gary? No. Nah, bro. I don't think he beats Gary, yo. Nah, I don't think he beats Gary. I think Gary outboxes. Gary's a different animal, yo. He's good inside. He's good outside. What? You crazy? You wildin', yo. You wildin'. Nah, Gary beats Tank, bro. Gary beats Tank. Sorry. Wait. Let me say. Yeah, what are we talking about? We talking about 135 or we talking about 130? Because I don't know how Gary's going to look at 135. I don't. He's fighting at 126, so I don't even know what he's going to look like at 130. But I figured at 130 is only 4 pounds, but 135 that's 9 pounds. Wait, Slick, what? You from Baltimore? You must be from Baltimore, bro. Nah, man, I ain't riding with that, yo. Nah. Gary beats him, yo. And he's a southpaw. Like I said, southpaw struggles with other southpaws. Oh, you from Wilmington? Okay. All right, cool. Nah, Gary is slick. Nah, man. Gary not Geronda. And it's slick or Tevin Farmer slick. We get a lot slicker than Tank. Man, Tank out there throwing lunging hooks and lunging uppercuts, man. Any good fighters you got coming out of Wilmington, yo? Like anybody out of Delaware that I should look out for? I mean, yeah. I mean, Jojo Diaz lost. Lost too, though, bro. I mean, I could say that you telling me that he gonna stop Gary, he barely stopped Gamboa. Gamboa was hobbling. Omar Douglas and Kyle Davis training by Bear. Oh, you in Atlanta now? Okay. Did you go to the fight? I heard the atmosphere was crazy, man. I do like what Floyd and Al is doing is taking Tank to the black the black cities and building up that fan base and cultivating that. A lot of times these promoters, and Al is guilty of this. I'm a big Al fan, even though Al's an advisor, quotation marks. But Al will just do like, oh, I'm going to LA, I'm going to New York, and that's it. But to whereas though now, since Eddie and Bob them went into Philly and Chicago, now I guess Al is expanding his reach because he's realizing that these other cities are hungry for boxing, man. And now we got the J Rock card in Philly. We had Gavazic versus Betterbeef in Philly. What else? Gavazza came to Philly before he was at 2300 Arena, and Tevin Farmer versus Jono Carroll. So I feel like Danny needs to be fighting in Philly. Yeah, man. I feel like Tank should set up shop in Atlanta. He should. Let Tank be that guy in Atlanta. Just bring him back and forth from Atlanta to Baltimore. Then, sprinkling in with a Vegas to New York here and there. But yeah, depending on the fight. Because I doubt that somebody like Lomachenko would want to go to Atlanta. They're going to have to put that in like a neutral spot. But a dude like Devin Haney will, because Devin Haney's just as relevant in hip hop culture as Tank is. So yeah, those are fights. Like those are places I want to see fights. I'm tired of seeing the same places. Like I'm close to New York, so I want that. But I'm tired of seeing a whole bunch of fights in Cali. Like come on, sprinkle it. But how do you see Teofimo Lopez versus Tank? I think Tank gets stopped. From what I'm seeing, I think Tank gets stopped. Tio's too big for Tank style. And that stuff that Tank does won't work against a dude like Tio. Tank's only like 5'5". What is Tio, like 5'7"? 5'7", close to 5'8". Like, yeah, I think that'll end well. And I think the dark horse in the division is Ryan Garcia. A lot of people sleep on Ryan Garcia. He reminds me, like body type and the way he fights, he reminds me of a young Oscar De La Hoya, whereas though he's huge for 135, bro. He's like 5'10", 5'11". And he's got good speed and good power. So I feel like he's the dark horse. Devin Haney, I think as far as talent goes, he's the cream of the crop. And you got Vasily Lomachenko being the old veteran, but that's the deepest division of boxing, and I don't think it gets enough credit. That's 135 is what welterweight was a couple years back. Now that all welterweight guys are all established, Keith and Errol Spence and Sean Porter, they're all established stars. But when they were coming up, like that was the talent rich division. Both of them got crazy confidence. And that's one thing I do like about Tank and Tio. They believe, yo. They really believe. The only people I think that's holding Tank back is Floyd. Floyd now they're cultivating him. A lot of people don't understand the business of boxing, and a lot of people just think, oh yeah, well this is the best fight, so let's make that right now. That's the fight I want to see. No, it doesn't work like that. It is a business, and just because we're fans, we can't get upset if somebody makes business moves because we make business moves in real life with our job. We'll leave a job that's $20 an hour for a job that's $25 an hour. Oh, how do we expect people to leave $2-3 million on the table? I mean, come on, man. Nobody's going to do that. Like, come on, man. This is their livelihood, so we got to respect it. Oh no, Devin Haney beats all of them. The only person that I feel like gives Devin Haney some trouble is Ryan Garcia. That's the guy that I see because Devin's not bigger than Ryan, and I'm not sure how Devin's going to react. I seen him struggle against the tall Dominican guy in the KSI Logan Paul card, and a lot of people underestimate matchmaking in boxing. Matchmaking is the most important aspect of boxing. You can make a fighter look a lot better than what he is based off of who you put him in there with. Yeah, he is fighting the guy for a second. I got Ryan stopping him though. But yeah, back to topic. Leo versus Tank is probably going to be a pay-per-view fight. They're looking to do something in-house where they cash both fighters out, and it's like may the best man win. You got guys shitting on it because it's not a unification bout. Fans got to get away from that. Every fight's not going to be a unification bout, and every good fight isn't a unification bout. It's like unification bouts are special because they happen rarely. Like these guys want a unification bout every time out. No, you got to build towards that. But these are the same fans that are illegally stream fights. But talking about a real boxing fan, like, no, you're not. If you're a real boxing fan, you support, you understand that this is a business and these guys are putting their lives on the line. Like a lot of boxers died and like they need to get paid. And when you illegally stream a fight, you're stealing. So that's just my thoughts on it, man. I don't know, man. I think Leo thinks he can win, yo. I think Leo thinks he can win. Now, they're using this to build up Tank, but they're also using this to get Leo a pay-per-view fight because if you notice that's what Al seems to do. He likes to get at least one of his guys a pay-per-view fight, one of his top guys. Nah. Well, I don't. Well, probably because Leo is a lot bigger than Leo's a lot bigger than Gary. But as far as boxing skills go, Gary's the cream of the crop, man. Really fast hands, solid power, but I don't know how he's going to be at 135. I don't. But I think Leo gives Tank problems early. I think Tank ends up stopping him, and I see that being a very good fight. But you let me know in the comments below. Who do you think wins that fight, and who do you want to see Tank fight next? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh shit! I want to send this shout out to one of my partners, Mybookie.ag. It's the best gambling website there is. Bet on the fights, games, whatever. Mybookie.ag. Click the link in the description box. It'll be there. They show me a lot of love, so I'm going to show them some love, man. I'm out. Thanks, bro. I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate your support, Jali. Shouts out to Wilmington, man. Doing big things.